Hey, what's good? This Talk to and Tron, your favorite producer, your favorite engineer. And tonight we're gonna label this called From the Inside Out, becoming a music producer, which is I think is a dope topic. Like most people don't get a chance to talk about it. Most people you don't hear about it. If they do talk about it, like they big higher up or whatever. So those stories, it sound cool, but you can't like typical relate to it because like you don't have that belief. You kind of doubt yourself or whatever. Like you look at like the measuring stick is like so far apart, so you can't really connect with them from that aspect when we talking about brand and notability and all of these type of things, or notoriety. I'm sorry. So so that's why like I wanted to give it to you guys from my perspective, like someone that I think you can relate to, someone you could connect to, like that's still scribing but like doing well for himself. So that is something that I want to talk to you guys about from inside out. So basically when we say from the inside out, it's like looking at it from a different perspective. I think it's definitely dope to look at it from a different perspective because I know the average producer, they look up to like an industry producer, and those things is almost hard to grasp. But how would your perspective, how would you look at things if you looked at it from a producer that you can almost relate to and be like, hey, dang. So it's not all about, it's definitely about being talented, but it's like, and it's a lot of these different things, like these stepping stones that you got to get to. So from the inside out, for me, becoming a music producer, like the journey has definitely been a challenge, but it's definitely been like enjoyable, like something that I wouldn't trade for the world. Like I wouldn't want to redo it. Like I wouldn't have it no other way because I know like the success, like I know the end story. Like I know it's gonna be written exactly how I want it or whatever. So like I understand the patience of I understand the patience of the journey, like the music producer from the inside out. So like I understand the patience and like everybody don't get there fast. Even the people that you do see, like it appeared to look fast, but they didn't get there fast. Like they had to put in they 10,000 hours. They had to grind. They had to get it. So it's like okay, cool. If they had to grind, they had to get it. Why I feel like I ain't got to do it. Like I'll work. Like regardless of who you is, regardless of where you at, like the work ethic that you have is gonna showcase based on where you at. So and your success could look different. Like your success doesn't have to be an industry producer. Your success could be just a home bedroom studio producer that's getting a lot of clients. Like it was like my goal at one point. That's kind of like still is my goal, but not just as simplified. So from the inside out, it's like you got to look at it from a different perspective. I remember when I first started out becoming a music producer. My perspective was kind of blurry, and my perspective kind of was like I could only see it from one way. And this is why I think about like YouTube and all. Now this my screen. Appreciate this my screen. But yes, when I started, I was looking at it as like industry producer or buzz. Then came YouTube producers, and then like everything else is like wide open now. So like I don't like I kind of just watch football. I don't just have a favorite team. Like I just kind of just watch. But but yes, it's like it was a different way. But now it's like so wide open that you can dive into like so many different areas of a music producer, and you can still hit your stepping stone. You can still hit your milestone. So just looking at it from a different perspective, I remember just wanting to start out. I started off recording or whatever, making music to hey, I want to be able to eventually produce some songs, just make songs. I wanted to be able to make beats, so I was able to just produce, make songs, make beats until hey, I want to be able to carefully like I want to craft these songs that we make something dope, to being able to do that to like hey, I want to be able to actually work with artists or whatever and just keep creating, to being able to do that, to starting to work from one artist to five artists to 10 artists to 15 to 20, and the list go on to like okay, wow, like man, dang, I can actually work with these many different people. using my creative gift, using my music producer talent. So this for me like was something dope. And then something that's big is like the next goal is like, okay, let's being able to make money from it. Like that's definitely dope to be able to make money from your craft, something that you just like, something that you just do for fun. Then you can be able to make money from it. From, hey, let's sell a $25 beat, let's sell a $50 beat, let's sell $100 beat, let's sell $150 beat. Like the goal keep going up. Like of course the price is gonna keep going higher once you hit the milestone. Um, so I so yeah, so basically you just hitting the milestone, you just keep going, you just keep increasing or whatever. So my goal my goal is just to keep scribing and to keep producing and keep showing inspiring producers like, hey, you can hit your goal depending on what your goal is or whatever. And it may take like a little time, and I understand like most of all those things just came from like just trusting in God, just having faith in what God and what just talking to God like, hey, these are the things that I aspire to do. So just trusting in Him, praying to Him, to like He's showing you a vision or whatever. To okay, now you actually doing the work from the vision He's showing you. Like all these things start to tie in. Like then going back to like even in the Bible, just reading a little bit more and understanding, it's like He's showing you, hey, all these promises that I got for you, like I'm gonna fulfill these things. You just got to do the work and have faith. So like those are the things. Those this like kind of where I'm at with it right now as a music producer. Just like starting out as a home bedroom producer to just actually then hey, I want to expand my studio. Like I want to be able to invite more artists to be able to work, get them like a production area, like a creative space. So like that was the next thing that I kind of wanted to focus on. And then it's like this kind of where we at now, to like I want to like build like a production company. So we like definitely building like a production company to be able to help inspiring artists, like to put them on the same playing field. This was the whole goal the whole time, like be able to work with artists and be able to put them on the same playing field as the major labels or whatever. And I understand like just through trial and error, like I was able to produce like a pro, able to mix like a pro. So it's like, okay, cool. You can work with this level of artists or whatever just to be able to get them these same things that they're inspired to have. So like that's the goal right now. And that's something that I'm adamant about. That's something that I'm definitely passionate about. And so it's just like that's just something to think about, because like I said, every music producer's story may look different, like their path may look different, like the way you see them from the way they started grinding, it may look different. But just when you see them constantly like grinding, constantly stepping and hitting their goals, hitting their targets, I think this is something that's dope or whatever. So like that's why I inspired just to work with the new music producer community. Like we building this community because this is something that's needed. Because you sometimes you gotta look at it from a different perspective. You can't look at it from like just the glamorous part. Like of course we got that, we doing that, we got that, but this like not the part that we highlight. We just kind of want to highlight the journey or whatever. Because hey, you can produce something great with your creativity. Like you can definitely build a career off of this. You can definitely make it a lifestyle, just depending on the work that you put in it, depending on the faith that you have from it, like depending on how hard you going. So it's not all about the talent, but it's like that faith and that work ethic. Like it gonna put you in those rooms where you belong, for people to be able to see you and be able to work with you. But yeah, this definitely where we at right now on this producer journey, like from inside out. On the outside, sometimes like the feedback from people, like it look good. So I be so blinded by these things a lot of times. Like people like, hey bro, you doing this, I remember you was doing this, or your business doing this, y'all doing that now. So it's like cool, it's glad to be able to hear it from the outside in. But from the inside out, it's like it's definitely like it's hard, it's stressful, it's a lot of work. um it's nights, it's stressful nights or whatever. It was time that I definitely wanted to quit, like give up on it. From well, it felt like that. I knew I wasn't gonna do it, but it was too much until like you had to get back in, like pivot, like get back to the drum board. Hey, what can we do? Let's try it from this angle. and just consistently going, like consistently showing up, consistently let people see you. This definitely the goal, like regardless of what someone may say about it, regardless of how people may talk crazy or whatever, like you got to be able to filter that out. Like you got to take feedback for what it is. Um, just basically take feedback for what it is or whatever, and then just keep going. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Hey, this talk to and Tron, your favorite producer, your favorite engineer. Let's get it. We out.